I hope you have. Can you tell us what happened on the? I know you are a member of the appointment committee. Can you just brief us briefly, because the cameras are needed in the chamber now, and so after two of you, the rest, we will do it without the cameras because we have to go to the chamber.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you. On that day, which happened, which was Thursday, standing on the account of my chairman, who is also the first deputy speaker, we had preempted the Wednesday vetting. And so we had a backlog of nominees that had to be vetted. On arrival, we entered the hall, the committee hall, to do the vetting at 10. Whilst we were here, our colleagues, the minority chief whip, came and said, no, we cannot have the vetting go on. We needed to go into conclave to meet. So we followed them up to the committee room adjacent to this place. And when we look at the list, they said no. They are going to do 4, and a candle will be included. But we said, look, we didn't do we preempted Wednesday, and so those backlog, if we are able to finish the 4 early, then we could add some of them, and so that the overflow would be sent to Friday. And that was the agreement. Now, still the chief whip, Honorable Anudampra, was heard still yelling and not agreeing. So when we entered the hall, when we came back to the committee to start, we had finished the last person, that was transport. And the chairman asked Honorable Akando to take his seat. And when Honorable Akando came to take his seat, the minority leader stood up and said he would not agree. The chief whip of the minority got up and was banging the table. Then the non-members of the committee but belonging to minority flocked in their numbers and started disrupting the tables, pulled the tables as well as the microphones. And when chairman said the clerk should read the oath and allow the nominee to take the oath, then the opponents, that is Honorable Anudampra and Co., started they put on their mics. And so there was no way any mic could work again. And that brought it to a...
Sorry, they are not opponents. They are the minority.
Thank you, Chairman, for the guidance. And so they were not still satisfied. All what we saw was that one of them, the deputy minority whip, came to the nominee to prevent him from taking his oath. If you watch the video, you see him. And so we were surprised. And that was when the scaffold continued.
Can you give us the name of the whip who went to prevent Honorable Akando from taking his oath?
Honorable Ahmed Shaibu, who came here, and if you watch the video, you'll see him. Jerry Shaibu. I think it's Jerry Shaibu, MP for Wager. Okay, MP for Wager. So they came to prevent him, and so the nominee also, supporters and sympathizers, prevented him, and so there was scuffle. Then there was this MP, a non-member of the committee, but I believe one of the people called in to fight, former and former Deputy Minister for Trade. I was just seated across. And he pulled the second desk at that time.
As Honorable Michael Ochri Befi.
Exactly, I don't know his name.
Okay.
And so he pulled the table, widening the space, as Honorable Anunumbre and Co. had also pulled the first table. So the space started widening. And so everything started, even at the time we had some cups of coffee, everything started dismantling. So you could see that our colleagues who were still in the house also came to help, rearrange the tables. And that was when the scaffold went out of hand. And so it led to one of the tables, the first table, I saw it going up and coming down with 2 legs.
Okay, colleagues, we've all watched the video. It looks like he has just informed the House exactly what we saw. And so if you have any question, quick one, so that I can take the next witness.
Thank you, Chairman. My colleague, Member of Parliament for Zabzugu, I just want to find out, after the minority brought in some members, some of them were members of Parliament, but were not members of the committee. We could also see some of our members who were also not members of the appointment committee. They also came in. Would you tell us that their presence helped or it also exacerbated the problem? Those from our side, because I could see that most of them came in for a purpose. So their presence, was it helpful or it really exacerbated the problem?
Thank you, Chairman. I think our colleagues came to stabilize the unwarranted attacks on the committee members, because if you look at it, the minority side from day one or from the morning, I think it started on Tuesday, were bent on not allowing the process to flow, as my chairman explained.
Yeah, I heard earlier that those MPs were called in by the leadership of the minority caucus. Did you also hear anything from the majority side that they should also try to mobilize to stabilize the situation? Did you also hear anything like that?
No, I did not hear anything from my chief whip or any member of the majority side. Maybe our colleagues saw it on the TV in their rooms, so they decided to come.
Did you also observe that apart from the members of parliament, we had someone who wasn't a member also involved? And I think he was also helping to stabilize the situation or executive. He wasn't a member of parliament, but he also came on board. Did you realize that?
No, I'm one of the Asha returns, so a lot of the first timers and also who came after me, I'm still trying to get to know them.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Alhassan Umar. We thank you for attending upon this committee. If we need you again, we'll call on you. Thank you. You are discharged.